Alright, so this video is like a little in the bag video. Kind of see, I might do a little sit down up there, I might not. I'm throwing a curl here. I'll go back and commentate over like the first few holes. Just had a lot of people around, so I feel like talking. But alright, here we go, real quick. Oh, alright, that'll work. Boom. Got a little headwind, so it might flip up a little bit too much, but still came out there at the end. Pretty money shot. Girls, pretty money. Alright, we're gonna throw a Dillo here. They're both of them. I got a Bravo one, which is the yellow one, and I got a V2, which is here in this blue plastic. That was nice. It gets a little bounce, nothing too much though. I think it goes a little bit straighter. The V2 one does, and then it really grabs the ground because it's soft plastic. Walking up on the Dillos here. Yeah, I got. Can y'all see the basket? Boom. Cool. Go over here to the blue one. Eat. Alright, so I got a little right to left, so I think I'm gonna go Nimitz here. This is a Bravo Nimitz, so it's a little bit flippier. But yeah. Other eat. Get that a little high. I'm gonna throw the curl too. Yeah, threw that a little high. Oh, keep riding. Push. They're about the same distance, just like 50 feet, like this way from each other. All right, so we're walking down the fairway here. I'm not quite sure what this video is gonna end up looking like. So I kind of want to do it in the bag, but I don't know if I'm gonna be able to showcase all the disc golf, but I might just be able to do it like on one hole, like I did the last in the bag. So I might do that, but bit too. But I'm walking up on this curl now. Then we're gonna go over here and play where the Nimitz landed. The curl is about 80 feet short. Got the basket right up in these trees. And Nimitz is legit directly over on the hill, so get this ready, and you guys see the shot. So one thing I'm really trying to replace in my bag is like a nice like little turnover disc. So I had my PA3s before. You just threw those nice and soft, and they would just float over. So I got this Blue Bond, and I got the Armadillo, and just kind of see which one's gonna fly a little bit better here. Just threw that two nose up, but it wasn't bad. I mean, neither of those were terrible, but not what I wanted either. Look at this sick Nimitz. I think it's pretty. So I threw the Blue Bonnet like a little nose up, so it was a little bit shorter. See if we can make this putt. Oh yeah, I just need to start putting with the camera, dude. I can't putt when I don't have like a camera in my hand. Oh, almost missed that. But yeah, so that was the Armadillo and the Blue Bonnet there. All right, so normally the play on this, a lot of people go like just fairway or like a mid straight at it, but I like going overstable fairway and letting it go out over the OB and come back in. So especially we got a little right to left one, so I'm gonna really put it out there. This is the Brazos and Bravo plastic. I think I said that right. I hope I said it right. It's gonna be too stable, especially throwing on hyzer. Let's get a Frio out. Get both of them. All right, so I got a Bravo Frio and a Glow Frio. I'm gonna chuck both of these. These are a little bit less stable than what the Brazos is. I don't know. My friends are gonna roast me for saying it wrong, but it'd be all right. Nice and straight flight with a little finish there at the end. That is perfect. That checked up right underneath. So the glow one I haven't really thrown as much. Some people say they're a little bit more stable. It's a little bit flatter, so I could see it. That thing feels so good though. Go in. Oh, short. Yeah, those were both money though. Not the first one, but the second two. All right, guys. So we got these artist stamp blue bonnets. That's what I put with here. See if that looks good on the camera. Oh yeah. And here's the pink one. My little cotton candy duo, but I'm trying to make this like 15 footer for y'all. I can't putt. These things are prettier than my putt, so okay. Yeah, see, that's normally what I do, but you need to have more confidence, and I'll make them. You know, but it is what it is. All right, so here's a basket, and then you see my putters in there. The one armadillo I threw out. There's the Frio, the Bravo Frio, and the glow one's right back here. This probably has like a 10 to 12 foot look. Oh, the tripod got stuck. We'll see if we can make it with the Frio. Oh yeah, money. I putt better with fairways than I do with my putters. It's kind of crazy. All right, I'm gonna pick these up and I'll see y'all on the next tee. All right, guys, we're gonna do a more in-depth like rundown of my bag. So you guys see, I got a new Atlas Pioneer bag. Very nice, comfy. Not as heavy as my old bag was, but we're gonna get right into it. So you guys, these are my blue bonnets. What I putt with. These are my putting putters. This one, if I'm not feeling these for the day, I kind of switch up to this. This is my like more throwing putter though. Um, Not much to those. I mean, it's putters. See some clips of those here soon though. But this is my armadillo. This thing's so much fun to throw. You can really just crank one and just let it eat. It's just gonna fly pretty straight. And then this one's a little bit skippier when it gets to the ground, but it's not too skippy. This is a V2 plastic. This one's a little bit flatter. It's not as domey as this Dillo. But this one, since it is a softer plastic, it's a putter plastic. It hits the ground and it just stops. So if I need like a downhill shot that's on some dirt, some grass, maybe I'll throw this over this. But this disc is pretty money, forehand and backhand. So next we're gonna go to my 4 speeds. Up first we got a BB6. This thing's super fun to throw. You just throw it like a little baby hyzer and it just goes. It is so fun. Um, Up next I got the two Artemis. These things are pretty new. I was having trouble replacing my zone when I first came over to Lone Star, and so when I came out with this, I was very excited. But it is kind of letting me down just a tiny little bit. It has a little pop top to it, and sometimes in my forehands I do like torque it over, but I mean that's more on me than it is the disc. But like my zones allowed it to happen more, so I just got more comfortable to that. These aren't as deep as the zones, but I like how it feels. Feels pretty good. You guys see some shots with those too. Um, Up next, we're gonna go to my middies. I got 3 in the bag. So I got the Texas Ranger, which is my like straight midi, or if I need like a turnover shot. My BB6 is also a turnover shot too. So, um, but this thing's pretty fun to throw. Y'all saw last video I was actually throwing a hex in this spot, but I threw this in the bag just that way. I'm all Lone Star now too. Like I don't have any other brands in here. Just got all Lone Star. So this one's a midi. This is my favorite one to like backhand overstable wise because the Walker's a little sharper. I like this for forehands. This doesn't hold up as much, but I really like it for backhands. Feels really good. I think once I beat it in, it's going to be like the perfect straight to slightly stable mid. So very excited for that. But then, like I previously mentioned, this is my Walker, little forehand. It's about all I use it for is forehands. A little bit farther than the Artemis. It's a little bit more torque resistant for sure. And I got some more overstable options that are a little bit longer than what the Walker is, but can't go wrong with that. Up next, we're gonna hop in. I got a lot of 7 speeds. So first, we got the Brazos, and Bravo plastic. I'm looking up how to say it, so I stopped getting roasted for it. This thing it says it's 7502, but I think it's like a 7503, maybe 04. It's still super fun to throw though. So, um, not quite what I thought it was going to be. Like I really wanted to replace my Athenas, but I did replace it just with a different disc. That is very overstable though. It's a lot of fun. I haven't flicked it much yet, but might have to sometimes. So I got my Frios. These are kind of what replaced my Athenas and like my T-Bird 3s, and also the disc that's sitting up top here. We'll get to that in a second. But so Frios, these things are very money. Kind of like a Hawkeye 775 neg 1 if you guys are familiar with Innova. And then there's nobody at the park. It is dead today. um, but I really like the blue, as you guys see. I got a lot of blue, yellow kind of mixes in here. And then I got the glow one. The glow one I just got, it feels super good. Their glow is super flimsy. This goes right back. This one's a little bit flatter than what the Bravo one is, so it's a little more stable. But you guys just saw the shot on hole 5 there. So up next we got my Dos X, which is money. This is my T-Bird 3 replacement for sure. Just like pretty much any tee shot that I just need like a little hyzer flip and just straight 300 feet. It's this right here, no doubt. A little bit of headwind just to go dead straight. A little bit of tailwind, nice and overstable. It's perfect disc. This one's an alpha plastic. I got a Bravo at the house, but it's a little softer than what I want, and it flies pretty close to what my Frios do. So I was like, I don't really need 2 of these Dos X's in there. So up next, we got my Chupacabra. So this is my big four-handing disc pretty much, besides my other 13 speed I got down in there. But this thing isn't as flat as like a Firebird or anything is, but it definitely flies pretty overstable like a Firebird would. Up next, this is my favorite disc. I just got it and have barely thrown it, but it's the Curl. If you guys haven't thrown a Curl yet, like try to get one. It's 11.5 neg 1.2, but this thing is like the perfect hyzer flip disc. It just bombs, man. And another bomber right here is the Nimitz, and so I got an Alpha Nimitz, and I actually didn't like it too much because it was too stiff. But then my friend Corwin gave me this one, and it's a Bravo plastic one, and so it's a lot more like just soft, and it's definitely flippier than what the Alpha one is. But just the hand feel isn't as sharp in my hand, so like I can actually throw it. So much fun to throw. Similar to the Curl, it's just kind of hand feel. But this does fly a little bit better with the headwinds because it is a like slight bit more overstable. But then we got my beefy boy here. This is the last disc I got in my bag. Good old Bowie, 13503. So just throw this thing forehand, and it just goes. You also hole 1's tee shot. Atlas grip pouch over here. Got 2 chalk bags in there. I keep a mini in both sides just in case. I got a little I-81 disc golf and then Apple Valley disc golf, both of the local clubs here. I want to get more patches for up here and stuff, but got my 2 Gatorades, pretty comfy bag. So I was sitting here putting my disc away, and like still am, but I would put 2 disc away, and I was like, did I even talk about those in the video? And I went back and watched, and I didn't talk about them at all. So I'm pulling back out real quick. So these are both Mockingbirds here. So if you guys know the Mockingbird, super flippy. You guys probably seen like Robert Burge throw it and all that. Throw it like 500 feet, something stupid. I can't do that. But this one, super domey, and then this is a limited run Murkaw one that they did with a little mullet on there. It's pretty sick. But yeah, these are 2 discs I just completely left out. For this hole, I'm gonna throw the 2 Artemises and then the MIDI. Let's see what I can do here. Throw the Alpha Artemis first. This one's a touch more stable, a little bit stiffer. Got it out there wide. Didn't push it far enough, really. I think it took a big skip. I don't know if it got OB or not. This is the Bravo one. It shouldn't skip nearly as much. Try to put this on some Annie. Oh, I put that on a lot of Annie. You guys can kind of see it fight out way over there. That was a terrible shot, but y'all got to see that fight out of Annie. Annie grip lock. All right, so this is the MIDI. So this one I'm not even going to go for the basket. I'm just going to kind of throw it. See, it's just nice and stable. It doesn't flip up, and it just rides. That's actually pre-parked, but so I'm pretty tired. So I'm just going to throw the rest of the disc I haven't thrown yet. And then you guys will see over the next like few videos more like in-depth reviews, because I think I'm gonna dive in a little bit on like my each like space. Kind of do like a video on my putters, my approaches, my 4 speeds, like all that, and then like my middies, fairways, drivers. like more in-depth look. So be on the lookout for that. I think that's gonna be a better video. Somebody over here cutting. Hey, try to record, man. Can you keep that thing down? All right. But first, we just throw the BB6. I'm not going to really focus on the basket, but we got the BB6, then the Walker, then the Mockingbirds, and then we got the Dos Equis, and then Chupacabra. So, start out, we're going to backhand the BB6. I'm going to give it a little hyzer. We got a little headwind too, so it's going to pop up a little bit more. But look how pretty that is just to watch. So, I mean, this hole's 300 feet, and that easily went 270 there. That was a 4-speed. I threw it so soft, just with a little bit of hyzer. So this is my Walker, so I'm going to just throw this out in the forehand. I don't know how far it's going to go, so I feel like I got that out. A little anty, maybe a little flat, definitely a lot of wobble. But fall out of it and dove down. So up next we got the Mockingbirds. What plastic is this one? That one's alpha. These are both alpha, but for some reason this one feels softer. It's a newer run, so maybe that's it. But oh, you see the flip in it. I might have to do a line on that. It's coming back there at the end, but I thought that was going to be. I didn't want to climb the fence. All right, so I'm going to try to get a better rip with this one. Oh, I kept that way too low. But you guys see the understability of it. You guys see better throws when I do the in-depth video. Up next, you got the Dos Equis. This is my T-Bird 3 replacement. This thing's absolutely money. Instead of being like an 8402 like the T-Bird 3, it has a neg 1.2, which I like a little bit more. It has a little bit more pop. Not too much more though. Through that pretty flat. You see it goes pretty far, pretty straight. Up next, you got the Chupacabra. I'm not going to backhand this thing at all, so I'm going to forehand it. Just like the Walker. Hopefully get a better throw than the Walker though. Oh yeah. You see how overstable that thing is? Woo! Alright guys, so thank you for joining me for my end in the bag. I just ran and got all those discs, so I'm a little out of breath. It's funny, the BB6 was the second flyest farther of all of those. But this is probably my favorite mold, the Frio, so recommend go get one. If you guys go to the Disc Golf Deals USA, use code Corwin, DG23. Help the boy Corwin out. Go sub to him too. That's all I got for this video. Revolution. We'll see you next time, guys.